Okay, we're back with Alex. He just laid something on me that you all need to hear. So, tell me about, how do you measure your, size organization when someone asks me, and give me a sense of share with me what you just shared with me a moment ago.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're all early in the AI transition, platform transition. We're very lucky to have backing from six great investors, one of whom is Sam Altman, who's the CEO of OpenAI. So
Right.
I've had the opportunity to work with I actually worked with Sam's brother for many years, and built a relationship with Sam through kind of the 2013 through to now period of time. We've built a relationship, and when we were starting this company and the models in OpenAI were getting better and better, we had a conversation about how to help more people in business take advantage of these really exciting new capabilities that we were seeing. And this was a kind of year and a half ago, and was very lucky to have their family office, which is run by Sam's brothers, be one of our investors in the last round, and hopefully they'll do the next one as well. So
So, so
um,
you were, is it accurate to say that you were on the uh, sidelines observing, watching as this open AI was coming to fruition?
yeah, I mean, I remember, yeah, absolutely. And I remember a conversation probably 2.5 years ago where I had no idea that OpenAI was making as much progress as they were making. And I remember asking Sam, and I said, so what are you excited about at the moment? Expecting some company, him to mention, he said, the AI stuff is getting really good. And I said, oh, like, and I said, well, what, I'm a product person. So I was like, okay, what use case do you imagine? He goes, we're not far off. And by the way, this is pre-chat GPT, this is pre-GPT-4. So he said, we're not far off having an AI that you can say, hey, go read my emails and tell me what I have to do today. And at the time, that just felt a million miles off where we were at. And then sure enough, ChatGPT launched a year and a bit ago. Then we had GPT-4, and now obviously we're used to this capability ramp, which the likes of which we've never seen before. But yeah, the tipping point happened after that, and we jumped in.
So
So
at what point were you like, wait a minute?
oh, I had an experience where I was using a model called DaVinci 3, which was pre ChatGPT, and I remember I was sitting on a plane and I was starting to ask it to write SQL queries for me, thinking it would not be able to do it, and the responses that came back were incredible. And I remember just having this. I was actually sandwiched between two very large gentlemen on either side on my iPad, and I saw these responses came back, and I just had this moment where I was like, this is going to change everything over time. And I didn't
Okay,
sleep for a couple of days.
what month and year was this?
This would have been in April of 2022.
April
Yeah,
22.
yeah, yeah.
Yesterday, just yesterday.
Just yesterday. I mean, isn't it incredible? And we were struggling for so long to get just even basic coherent sentences out of these models, and they began to be able to tell knock knock jokes, and we thought this is mind blowing. And now we can pass in 200 pages of context and get like really plausible high quality answers from it. There's a lot of challenges still, but the next generation is going to solve a lot of the things that cost, speed, reliability that are stopping us moving this to high value use cases. So this is going to change everything. Yeah.
Technology always wins, doesn't it?
It does. And sometimes progress is slow. And I mean, we all know this, right? Progress can be slow for 6 years and then suddenly incredibly fast. And I think we got so used in certainly in technology to quick wins all the time. But sometimes you have to go to ground, build something really amazing, and then you're an overnight success, like as ChatGPT was it, but 6 or 7 years in the making.
What do they estimate their user base is right now?
Oh, I mean, I actually don't know, but it's in the hundreds of millions now. They're on a $1.4 billion annual run rate in terms of revenue, and they're also lowering costs all the time, which is sort of it's counter to most tech companies out there that are trying to get more more from their usage, more revenue from their usage. So they really want to dominate this space, and now of course they're trying to also move into chips and hardware, because that's the big growth, the rate limiting factor for growth. So chips
So
is the where it's at.
I saw that announcement. I read. I mean, I don't have
Sure.
details on it, but I saw that Sam's looking to move in that direction.
Yep.
So AirOps. So what was your aha moment on when the time, the date of it, and also what was it when you were like, okay, we got something here?
Yeah, I think because when we first built the platform, we were pretty use case agnostic. We wanted to just see what people would build. So it's kind of a big like experimentation layer for people who didn't have engineering teams, didn't want to use engineering resources. And I think the first moment where we started to really zero in on these higher volume, precision generative flows being really valuable to businesses was when some of our customers unprompted built they completely automated all of their editorial on their websites. And we had a couple customers. We had one customer early that 60x'd their traffic in 90 days using generative content. It was a company, it was a very small company called Daisy, but it's now been replicated by some B2B SaaS products that have done this as well. And so we really sort of saw the numbers in the business move as a result of this. And there's so many demos around. I mean, there's just AI demos up the wazoo. To actually see numbers in the business that really, were being moved by this stuff was the moment we thought, okay, there's a real business here.
Brilliant. What was the timing of that?
That was in that would have been September of 22. Yeah.
And you opened AirOps stores when?
We launched this product. So the one we now have, AirOps Studio, in March, April last year. So we were private for a long time, and then we opened things up. And we're at 150 customers and growing, and things are good. So it's like exciting time.
Fantastic. So I give a workshop, AI workshop, for CEOs, for Vistage, and just got invited to present some others as well. And what, as deep as you are in, and this has happened to me in my career as well, you forget that for the vast majority of people out there, the CEO is running these small mid-market companies. They have zero time to look into this stuff.
Totally.
So
Totally.
This workshop started with writing, one of the use cases is writing an intermediate complexity email.
Yeah.
It's like where you started, like where you talked about, right?
Totally.
And having them do it themselves. I give them a use case, they do it themselves. 7 minutes later, they were still struggling and finishing up. And then we go to ChatGPT 4, which none of them had, most of them don't have on their, they haven't downloaded it yet.
Right.
And then we iterate on it, and they're like, that simple use case, right?
We are so early.
That's where the vast majority are still at, right?
I agree. And I think we learned that the hard way. Well, not the hard way. We learned that through conversations, because we would come in and say, you can do all these things. And people would be like, I am so busy. Can you give me the 2 things that are really going to help me this quarter? And we're like, got it. Like the deck goes down by 80%. We focus and we just deliver on those things. But I nerd out on it. It sounds like you nerd out on it. We're enthusiasts, but for a lot of people, it's a tool that they have to pick between solving an HR issue or investigating how to use some kind of AI solution. So we understand people's time is precious. Yeah. I totally agree.
And I appreciate yours, and thanks for sharing. So I'm going to share this. Is it okay to share this video?
Please, absolutely.
This is a fantastic story, Alex. We will continue to discuss, and I'll get you those materials we talked about.
Awesome. I really appreciate it. It's great to meet you today. Yeah, send me the pieces over, and we'll get you something very, 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 very shortly.
Fantastic. Alex Halliday, AirOps. So where did the AirOps name come from?
So it's got AI in it, and we're really building it for operators, so the people that run companies, not for engineering teams. So we really want to make sure everybody can take advantage of this technology, and not just ML and AI teams. It should be easier. And if it can be light and easy and airy, that's even better. So
Oh, so that's how you got the area. Okay, good. You worked that one in. I was about to ask. I got it. Nicely done. And I have to imagine your product roadmap is just unlimited.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I think the thing we're trying to do is think about, if you have a GPT-4 at the middle, what are all the things we can add around it to improve reliability and quality? And there's a lot. So that's the focus. And we build with our customers. Like the best work we ever do is when we have a customer that has a hard problem, we solve it with them, and then we can help improve the product alongside. So
brilliant.
We like ambitious applications of this. So if people want to know if something's possible, always down to push the envelope and do something interesting.
That's how we progress.
That is how we progress. Absolutely.
Love it, Alex. Hey, thanks again for your time. I'm really signing off this time.
Okay, Chuck, really good to meet you. Appreciate everything today, and we'll chat very soon.
Okie doke. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.